going over to before we round up, I mean, you are familiar with Jadon Sancho. The news coming out from Jadon Sancho is that from his camp is that Jadon Sancho is considering retirement. This was the player that lit up the Champions League. He came from the Man City academy, moved to Dortmund. Sancho and Haaland, they were a great player at Dortmund, scored a whole lot of goals. Was successful with Dortmund, came to Manchester United, had a fallout with the coach. There was a loss of form. He was sent back to Dortmund, got to the final of the Champions League, sent to Chelsea, sent to Aston Villa. Now Sancho is a free agent and is considering retirement. I mean, what do you think Sancho needs to do to be able to regain his form? And he's just 27, turning 28 very soon. What do you think he needs to do? And we see this trend, happen to some players. There's a case of Garnacho that has not been, Garnacho is probably towing the same line to Garnacho has signed for Aston Villa now, but the trajectory was he started from a very young age, got to a particular point, he couldn't move above that point, and he's beginning to. What do you make of Jadon Sancho career? Talking about retirement at the age of 28.
Okay, and this Sancho's issue, I think it's still going on as a rumor, and I don't think it's now official if he wants to retire or whatnot. So, speaking about Jadon Sancho, Sancho is still is 26 or 27 thereabouts, and for a winger, it's in his prime. Um, now, let me start from the points. Let me start from 2019. In 2019, Jadon Sancho finished as the second place for the award for the Golden Boy. I mean, the best under 21 player in the whole world. He finished second, just behind Joao Felix. That was in 2019. Then in 2021, it was Manchester United signed him in 2021 for 85 million euros in 2021. Then before that transfer ever happened, he was one of the brightest. I mean, he was English, he was technical. People were coming for him, but it seems like Manchester United were just the team that had to get him at that particular time. Then at Dortmund, he had 49 goals and 53 assists before Manchester United signed him. Then he came to Manchester United, and in his 3 games, he only had 12 goals and 6 assists. That was very, very cool because the expectation was very high. I mean, 85 million euros in 2021 is a no joke. Then they bought him a team like Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in England, just after Liverpool signed him. And he came, he only had 12 goals and 6 assists. I will not ever blame him. I will not ever blame Sancho. Because if you're talking of ability and what he has to offer, Sancho is one of the brightest. He just needs proper grounding and he do well. When he went to Chelsea on loan, you saw the way he performed. In 2024, though they never won the Champions League um, trophy, he was one of the pivotal players that helped Borussia Dortmund to get to that final, especially the way they knocked out Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-final. He was one of the key men that took Borussia Dortmund to the second and fourth Champions League final. In Chelsea, he came in 2025 and won the UEFA Conference League. He
Conference
scored a
League.
goal in the final. Yes, he scored a goal in that final against Betis. This year he has a Europa League trophy with Aston Villa, still on loan. He went on loan to Chelsea. He went on loan to Aston Villa. Another loan with Borussia Dortmund. So Sancho too on his own side. Personally, I feel like the kind of um, the kind of proposition they put inside of his head, then you see something is coming because then he was earning roughly he was earning a large amount of money in Manchester United weekly, 250k, yes, 250k euros weekly, and I don't think that's something the player wants to take a cut for. I don't think so. So at 26, he's still young for a winger. So I don't know if it's the money, maybe I mean he has decision. People will say whatever they want to say, but he has decision to make for himself. Don't know his plan. Every player with his or her plan to. So there are so many options. Borussia Dortmund, he can go back to Borussia Dortmund if he wants to. Fiorentina is looking for him. Atletico Madrid is looking for him. A club in Qatar too is looking for him. So he has options. I don't know what he wants to do with his career, what he wants to do with his life. So he has other options to take from. But I don't think he wants to stay at Manchester United. No, I don't think so. This thing of retirement at 26 is Sancho is still very, very young. Very, very young. So retiring at this stage is somehow.
But
And
do you think but do you think he needs to get a pay cut to be able to rejuvenate his career? Let me give an example. Ademola Lookman was done. Remember that
okay,
Panenka? Remember that Panenka when he was with Fulham? That was the last game he played for them before they shipped him out. A lot of people felt that was the end for Ademola Lookman, but he went to Germany, rebranded himself, came back and went to Atlanta. Ademola Lookman is currently in Atletico Madrid, and in that process, Ademola Lookman took a pay cut and the rest of that to jumpstart his career. Don't you think? And coming from that trauma to come and become the African Footballer of the Year is a testament to the fact that he was able to rejuvenate himself. Don't you think Sancho need to go that same route? Get the pay cut, even if it is a Sunderland you want to start with or Hull City or whoever one it is, get a pay cut and try and work your way back to the top again. Don't you think that's the best way for Jadon Sancho to go? Because I mean, a whole lot of top clubs are not coming for him again.
Ademola Lookman and Jadon Sancho, they are two different players, two different philosophy, two different backgrounds. Sancho is an English boy. The other one is a Nigerian, just like you and I. So what they carry in their heads, they are two different things. Ademola Lookman have done this from Fulham. He went all around till the UEFA League where he scored an hat-trick and he won the Assembly of the Year. I think that was 2 years ago. Now, Jadon Sancho is an English boy. That's one thing to first of all consider. And it was one of the brightest then. 5 years ago, it was one of the hot kids. Everybody, every club, a good majority of them were looking for him. Though things never went his way, things went south, and this is where we are now as regards Jadon Sancho. So what I would say as regards Sancho's issue is that big clubs are not coming for you again. So going back now to refine yourself, you don't know how long it will take for you to because it's now a step. You don't know how many you don't know how long, you don't know how many months, how many years it's going to take. And personally, you don't know what Sancho has for himself. I mean plans, you don't know what he has for himself. Probably in 4 seasons to come, in 5 seasons to come, in the year that he has retired. So I don't the branding is an option. I mean it's a very, very good thing to do. Something that will help him. But I don't think it's something he Sancho will want to do. He has gone to Aston Villa. Aston Villa, to some people, is a small club, but Aston Villa is not a small club like that. I'm more using recent performances. So Aston Villa is Aston Villa was one of the biggest in England before now. I mean, they have European titles apart from this one they won this year. They have
Yeah, true.
European titles.
They
So
have they have a Champions League.
definitely. So Aston Villa is not that small club like that. I don't think so. So, for Jadon Sancho, I think Atletico Madrid is looking for him. Fiorentina is looking for him. So, if one of them could get him, hopefully Atletico Madrid gets him. We could start from there. I mean, then with proper, like I said before, with proper grooming. I mean, the world will hear his name again. That's what I have to say as regards that. But if it's for the money, because Sancho looks like someone that money wants
Is
that
interested in
particular.
money.
So if it is that money, I don't. Atletico Madrid may give him something similar to that. But if it's something that he still wants something higher than that, maybe he should just go to Qatar. I mean, he's a human being and he has things to do for himself. He has decisions to make for himself. So maybe you should just go to Qatar. It's not like big clubs are looking for you. And even if it seems that big clubs are looking behind the to be able to simple, big clubs are not coming for you again. So just if it's for the money, go to Qatar. If it's not for the money, you still want to be in Europe, maybe go to Fiorentina, they call for you. Go to Atletico Madrid, they call for you, or probably return to Borussia Dortmund because even if you say if you want to go there today, you still welcome with an open hand there in Borussia Dortmund. So I think that's what I have to say. That.
Okay, that's very fantastic. Thank you so much, Gideon. It's always amazing chatting with you. And I mean, this is your first edition with us on the goalpost, and we get to do this every weekend where we do football roundup and see what and do a summary of what the football event across during the week. Another thing is this: I know you are looking forward to the EPL starting. You are a huge Man City fan, and I know you were talking
Liverpool,
about.
Liverpool,
Yeah, sorry, you're a huge Liverpool
Liverpool.
fan. Sorry, you're a huge Liverpool fan. Raola is your new guy now. Probably maybe when we are doing this again next week Saturday, we get to talk about Iraola and what he has been able to do, and the situation with the other what's that his name now the one that was fighting over the captaincy handband was that was fighting with Soboslai, Curtis Jones. Have you seen Curtis Jones or
Curtis Jones and Tissimikas.
you said what?
Curtis Jones and
Uh-huh.
Tissimikas.
Curtis Jones and Simica. So probably we get to talk about that and see how that will disrupt the dressing. But it's always amazing having you here. Thank you so much for joining, Gideon. It's always amazing having you here. Thank you so much. We'll do this again next week Saturday. Thank you so much, Gideon.
All right, all right,